My name is Duddits, I do builds and stuff. Today I'm talking about elemental herning, and this build will give you the easiest ×5 stack you've ever seen in your life. We're going to be featuring an exotic class item combo and two-tail fox to get an easy ×5, which equates to a 40% damage on kinetic weapons. There's all different types of weapons that rule with elemental herning, but this video I'm going to be focused on the Fatebringer, Praedyth's Revenge. These have all, like I said, got elemental herning, and I'll also be taking a look at the unvoiced shotgun with elemental herning as well. It's just basically a video how to get a max stack of these very quick. So what does elemental herning do? Well, on elemental weapons, a ×1 stack is 10%. It goes all the way up to 35% on elemental weapons, but when you use kinetic weapons, i.e. Fatebringer or Praedyths, you're going to get a maximum stack of 40%. So 35% for a 4 stack, 40% for a 5 stack, which is absolutely humongous damage. So basically, I'm going to show you the way that I found super easy and a really good class item combo that also does loads of damage, not just proccing elemental herning, but does loads of damage. So firstly, the two-tail fox. I've done this a couple of times over the last couple of days, but we'll quickly just go over it. This fires 3 rockets, void, solar and arc. Now, once you fire one of these off, that is instantaneously going to give you a ×3 stack for your elemental herning, because it does solar, void and arc, and it also adds the elements on there as well, like jolt, scorch, and it also suppresses from the void. So to be honest, two-tail fox is very good anyway. It does quite a lot of damage, so I'm not just using it to proc the elemental herning. Now the class item combo is exceptional as well. Spirit of the Abeyant. This improves your Drenger's Lash. Drenger's Lash projectiles track targets more aggressively. This fires off three of them little Drenger's Lashes instead of 1, which is quite important for elemental herning. And Spirit of the Horn, whenever you use your class ability, this unleashes a wave of solar energy that damage and scorch nearby targets. Combatants, damages and guardians defeated will also envelop into a sunspot. Now again, like the two-tail fox, Spirit of the Horn actually does loads of damage. It got reworked, it's really good. Obviously, if you run the Drenger's Lash for the Abeyants, this will activate like the 3 suspending waves, which does suspend. Now your second aspect, you can run whatever you want. You can run Diamond Lance, but I quite like Knockout for the health regen and getting it amplified as well, and the extra melee damage. So just on its own, you're going to proc the Drenger's Lash, i.e. the Strand and the Solar, so there's 2 as well. Now your two-tail fox also applies Solar, don't forget, so you're still only proccing 4. So just that on its own anyway is quite good. It does quite a lot of damage. Add in a Glacier Grenade, and that is going to tick your last element. So basically, just so I don't try and confuse you, your two-tail fox will fire Void, Solar, Arc. Your class item will fire Strand and Solar, so you're getting Solar twice, but you're still proccing 4. Add your Glacier Grenade, and that is going to give you the 5. So just a class item on its own. I really recommend Spirit of the Horn. You don't have to run that because you're getting your Solar from the two-tail fox, but it does really nice damage, and it's very good since the rework. So your 3 two-tail foxes, your suspension, and then you got your ×4, and all you've got to do is hit something with your Glacier Grenade, and you'll see on that bottom left, ×5 elemental herning, and honestly it is so easy to do. And 40% damage on a kinetic weapon now is absolutely huge. Now kinetic tremors actually benefits from elemental herning. Again, it's something I did yesterday, but we'll quickly go over it. Kinetic tremors is extra damage. Your elemental herning does actually give you increased kinetic tremors damage. So I've just got a real quick clip to show you of that working now. Nothing going on, you'll see there, 8741, and all I'm going to do is everything you've seen. Two-tail fox, put my barricade down, get my stasis grenade down, get up to ×5 any second now. Very easy to do, and you're going to see an increase of 40%. Watch the kinetic tremors, 12,237, which is a 40% damage increase, not only on your crit damage and the kinetic tremors as well. Kinetic tremors on Fatebringer can also rule on Praedyth's Revenge as well, which is absolutely nuts. But just for now, I just want to focus on the actual class item because it's really important. I want you to know I wasn't just putting the class item on just to proc the elemental herning. I was actually doing it because it's extremely helpful as well. Having that infinite suspension whenever you want, basically, and that Khepris puts out some absolutely massive damage for a class ability. It's absolutely crazy. It does loads of damage, loads of ignitions, and then again, you're going to see, you're going to get that elemental ×4, ×5 very, very easily. I only had my ×4 there because I just used my Glacier Grenade to protect myself, but normally you've got that ×5, and even at ×4, it's absolutely huge anyway, 35%. And like I said, and honestly, like, you know me, I wouldn't put a build out or like a little idea if it wasn't thoroughly tested. It is so easy to proc the ×5. Honestly, it is so natural. You're not doing anything that's going to bend your mind. You're not going to have to worry about doing certain things in certain rotations. It is all just natural. Put your class ability down, fire a two-tail fox, whichever way you want to do it. You've also got your prismatic stuff as well to take into account. The prismatic grenade does strand and arc as well on the Titan, so you jolt and suspend. So that's just another way, just in case you haven't got your class item, but you usually do with this build. Quick suspension, get your two-tail fox fired off, and then your class item is also going to do extra damage. Extra damage all round, really, really nice. Obviously, the Unvoiced, what I mentioned, this has also got Envious Arsenal on there, which is quite a good roll, and Elemental Herning. Elemental weapons only go up to 35%, don't forget. Now, this is where I will be totally honest, I was a bit disappointed with this shotgun with Elemental Herning with the max stacks. I don't know, it didn't feel like really, really good for all the work he was putting in. So this is just my opinion. I wouldn't personally bother with Elemental Herning with the shotgun for now. I don't think it feels very, very good, but Fatebringer and Praedifs feel absolutely amazing. Not saying the shotgun's terrible at all. The shotgun's absolutely insane with a couple of rolls. I've got a redirection roll in my vault, redirection bait and switch you can roll with, redirection vorpal. It's a really, really good shotgun. But again, just my opinion, I don't think it's worth the investment personally, because you can get 35% on backup plans, things like that. It's just not worth it. What is worth it, totally 100%, is the Praedif's Revenge. Like I said, this rolls with Kinetic Tremors and Elemental Herning, sorry. If you can get both of these, I don't have that right now, but I'm going to go craft it later on. That'll put out some serious damage. Don't forget it's anti-barrier sniper. So this actually does feel really, really nice, just having that fire mode. And don't forget it's got a time loss magazine on there as well. Whenever you use your super, you're going to get infinite, pretty much, a magazine with that as well, with that setup. And like I said, all of it working together. I know I've said this before, I'm not just using the class items just to proc my Elemental Herning. It does actually put out a lot of damage. The whole sort of setup is just out and out damage. It feels really, really strong. And the other thing that is quite important as well is because you've got the abeyance on your sort of the suspension, the Drenger's Lash on your class item, that's unstoppable. You've also got the suppression on the two-tail fox, which is overload, and then you've got your sniper. So you've got loads of ways for champions as well. But that's the video. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.